Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Lion City League Halo Infinite Tournament Qualifiers number 2. Brought to you by 3 Big Cats, and a quick shout out to our official partners Prism Plus, Darren Stewart Academy, Kaplan University, Birmingham City University, and the Halo X Asia community. I'm your host, Igan, and here's my co-caster, Cantrell Hayam Kwek. And today we have a nice lineup of 5 matches coming up. How do you feel about these matches coming up, Cantrell?
Thanks for the intro, Igan. I mean, these 5 matches, it's what we have with the state of the current game. It's a great game, still love it, but it is what it is. 343, please fix. Uh, Real quick, this is not gonna be an easy game. All right, we only have 2 teams today, and that's gonna be between Team Aftermath, the legends of Halo Singapore, and up against, I believe it was, oh man, actually Upper Moon, if I'm not wrong. And oh, actually, new team, FKA. Yeah, so this is, as we are told, kind of one of the newcomers to, I think, the Halo community, Halo Infinite at least. And they're mouse and keyboard players up against Team Aftermath controller players.
Oh man.
It's yeah, I know it's a whole debate. We were talking a little bit about it like a couple days ago. There's quite a bit of controversy as well. Some people think it's too good. It's not. I'm gonna stay out of it. But
I mean, we're pitting 2 really good teams against
yes,
each other, right? And
but
so,
it's not gonna be easy for FK.
oh, definitely, but they have something to show because they're bringing in a mouse and keyboard pride here. So
Yes. Okay.
we'll
That's the
see.
thing.
I'm gonna be supporting the underdogs, that's for sure.
Of
So
course.
mouse and
Like,
keyboard, my home ground.
yeah, same. I mean, that's the thing, right? Because if both of us, we kind of like follow a bit of Valorant, and me maybe a little bit particularly more so. But it's kind of like that underdog thing. When PaperX first traveled internationally to play in, I think, Berlin for the first time ever, like nobody knew who they were. Nobody really cared until they did something, and that's what you can do as that underdog team, right? FKAA, what they can basically do is like just take the pressure off. Who cares? We're here to have fun. If we can maybe take 1 or 2 maps off of Aftermath, awesome. Anything else that happens, like that's okay. We're here to do our best. If we win, nice. If not, okay. We still showed something.
Yeah, definitely. And not to mention, like, I mean, controller inputs aside, these players are really good at game. I've played with them over a few matches the past few weeks, and these guys have almost all the maps memorized out. They know the timings, they know when to push, and they know their positioning. So it's gonna be really difficult for FKA to find weaknesses in their defense or try and take points from them. So definitely, as you said earlier, it could be quite an achievement just to take 1 or 2 rounds off of them, right? Anyways, I think we'll be going into the 5-match proper quite soon. So we have 5 maps lined up. I think we're going to start off with Strongholds on Streets, followed by Slayer on Recharge, and then we'll have some Capture the Flag goodness on Bazaar. It's a very bizarre map, but it's fun to watch, of course. Yeah, I had some trouble on the maps because of the callouts were not the same
Okay.
as the official ones. I love the way they call it out though, no, no offense to them. Oddball on Live Fire, one of my favorite maps. I love Live Fire as a map. I think it's really, really interesting. It brings back some memories of like Zanzibar. They kind of feel the giant wheel in the center, but Live Fire doesn't have the giant wheel, but it has some of those brutalist kind of design, the concrete and everywhere. And lastly, we have Slayer on Aquarius. So we have like 2 Slayer matches, some oldie but goodies. I think the ones to watch out for potentially is like Stronghold and Oddball, because I think those are more strategic in terms of play. So how do you think it's gonna play out? Like which teams could have some strengths over others in different game modes?
It's hard to say because okay, I haven't really been super active within the community. So I did get to see a little bit of some of these MKB players on your stream. Shout out to icon_TV. But yeah, I haven't really had the pleasure of like really playing with these players myself. But just being in the Discord alone, I see that a lot of people are calling Gamonic XD from FKA the mouse and keyboard god. So I got a little bit curious
Wow.
myself. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, Who is this guy? Why are they saying he's so good? Is his aim really like that godlike? I have to look it up. I checked his stats. Pretty good. He's got like a pretty solid, good accuracy percentage. I think it's like at least above 40. If you look at Tactical Slayer on the other hand, he's got like I think 96% headshot accuracy, which is freaking high. So this could be one of those things where it could give you an edge in a maybe slower paced game mode, because if it's really fast and it's all about the timings and the rotations, I think that's the aftermath strategy. That's the aftermath strength. If you're going to something like maybe Slayer or Oddball perhaps, and then you have a bit more potential to kind of rely on crosshair placement and flicks, maybe that's where the MKB players can shine a little bit more.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll be moving on into the format here for the Lion City League. Right now, we are at the LCL Qualifiers 2, and the top few teams will definitely earn enough points to get themselves a place in the LCL Championships. So we still have one more qualifiers going on in May. So that would be the next tournament that's coming out here. But these qualifiers all have prizes, and I think the two teams today that are playing, they are vying for a prize pool of about $340, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So the first place is gonna get $200, and the second place is gonna get $140. It's no small amount to scoff at. That's definitely
Divided by
worthwhile.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Sometimes
know. It's a long weekend, Take it. Let's go, JB. Have a good meal this weekend.
Yeah.
Really a good time to earn this amount of money,
Even if
Yeah.
even if it was I mean, we don't have a third team right now, but if we did, it was like $100 prize divided by 4. That's like what, 25 per person. I still take that. That's a good meal, or at the very least, I could spend it on some, like, I don't know, Halo credits or something like that. Get some
Get me
cool
some
skins.
of those cat ear helmets from the shop,
You
man.
love the cat ear.
I love the cat ears, man. Yeah. So, or maybe the battle pass even. I haven't actually even picked up the season 2 battle pass, but that's gonna be interesting. And also looking at Halo had a rough start in season 1. The battle pass was kind of sparse, and the game modes were also, the content didn't come in fast. But looking at season 2 and the rate of change that has been coming in, hopefully 343 starts to pick up their development pace. It might have been because it was like during the December period, it's holidays and stuff, and they launched it at kind of a bad timing. So maybe we'll see the Halo community slowly pick up. I mean, it did take games
Yeah.
like Apex Legends and stuff quite a while to even recover from the beginning.
Sometimes, yeah. But as long as like improvements are still made, like, I think this is something that's important to mention. We need that support from the community, and that is why if you see that the earlier screen stuff like supporting us, liking, following the Twitch page, the Facebook page, that goes a long way. And especially if we can get more players to sign up as well, we can have more Halo tournaments. But yeah, here we go. This is going to be the first one, Strongholds on Streets. I mean, I think this map is just one of those that it's not too big. 3 points, very standard. But it's very important to actually control at least 2 of them. And at the very most, you want to have players posted up towards some of these spawn points where you can make use of like marksman rifles, the BRs especially, and really just to keep an eye on where some of these players spawn out.
Yeah, and already we have action going on as we have Physics here immediately laying down the pain on FKAA. It does look like their entire team is wiped out at the moment. What a way to start the game. That's so unfortunate. Everyone with one dev, Gamonic going down once again, but he does manage to trade it out against Physics.
Dude.
And they get the teabag! The aim assist for 510 just got, oh dear. He's using MKB, but he wants to call himself aim assist for some reason. Oh dear, what a player there. He needs to flex off his strengths for a bit. It must be a struggle for them to get a kill. So on the board, we already see Aftermath leading with so many kills. I think that's at least 9 kills on the board. Man, never mind. Make that 10 kills.
Not
Yeah.
even just kills, in fact. I mean, if you take a look at the bottom of the score of the screen, all 3 points are currently captured. Until now, do we see FKA actually taking the capturing A instead. And in terms of points, like Aftermath are just controlling this non-stop. Even looking at Axis's position, the rest of his team, you can see that they're making moves, going into control C back again. They still have players position over A, and they can control that once more.
Yeah, but it does look like the players here, they are trying their best to try and capture some space, but it looks like Aftermath have FKA surrounded, not even giving them any space to move out towards capturing another point. And once again, they've gotten themselves A right back, and FKA is struggling to get back control of A, but he's immediately stopped by the rest of Aftermath. This is a bloodbath going into this match. Again, the team entirely wiped out by Aftermath. No, I don't know what to say about this, man.
I mean, you can really see what Aftermath are trying to do. FK, I guess they're here to have fun. You know, they went in for the teabag earlier on. Some of us prefer to call that tactical crouching. It's whatever. But this is just the strength of the Aftermath players. They know exactly how to position themselves. They know each and every single one of them are so individually capable as well. Klaus just jumping, getting the headshot back there. And right now, it's going to be up to physics against these two.
You have 2v1 situation, but of course, you know, numbers are an important thing in this game. Two players will always win against one player in most circumstances unless he pulls off a clutch, but it does look like his teammates do pick up the slack, manage to get back onto B, recapturing the point. They're really not letting FKAA take any points whatsoever. They're still sitting at 0 points on the board. Meanwhile, Aftermath almost capping it out with 231 points. The clock's ticking down really, really quickly. This is going to be a very, very fast match. Oh
yeah,
boy.
This is pretty much over as soon as it started, within like 2 minutes, and a lovely little bit of payback. I guess,
crouching again. Yeah, Perry here. He's the cat man, I think. The guy with the cat portrait. Yeah, interesting match out. Yeah, and you were saying earlier about their positioning, right? I did notice like Aftermath tend to like to take a lot of the balcony, the high grounds. They're holding it out there. You know, do you notice any other ways that they're playing that FKA could maybe learn from?
I think it's a lot of coordination and also just knowing exactly when and how to duel. That's important as well, because sometimes we see a lot of these frags going the way of Aftermath because they know how to approach them. They know how to go in together as a team, or maybe flank from the side, or even just chucking a grenade first, getting it to bounce so that it explodes, and then that just strips them of their shields instantly. We don't see that as much from the FKAA players, I think. I'm not sure how experienced they are with the Halo series, but we see them going for a lot of... they rely on their aim a lot more, I think. So we see them making use of the commando, just trying to really out-duel, out-aim some of these Team Aftermath players, but it doesn't really work that way in Halo, because you got shields, and it's a little bit more difficult. We do try to see them... we do see them trying to go for a little bit of coordination at times, like capturing B with 3 players, for example. But unfortunately, with the speed at which Aftermath operate, I mean, as soon as they realize that, okay, one of our zones are under attack, instantly you see this little system of like physics going in to try to defend. Another player, I think, coming in, like Axis, for example, trying to go in to defend. It's really tough to respond to something like that. I think I could.
Yeah, and I think another very interesting thing is that usually the teams will be vying over the power weapons, but I noticed that they like completely glossed over that.
Really, no.
Yeah, nobody even bothered.
Just only at the start of the game did we actually see someone like picking it up, but it wasn't even really used that much. Or if it was used so fast that we didn't even capture it. And, like, before the second rocket even spawned, the game's over.
The
So
game
it's
is
like,
over. That was really quick. I think maybe in this game mode, because it's more strategic in play, it may not be to FKA's advantage if they want to outgun Aftermath. So maybe we'll see them do a comeback in the Slayer mode when it's all about killing each other, you know.
they have a
Yeah.
chance. I honestly do think in Slayer they might have a chance, because it is all about dueling after all. And if you're one of those players that you really know how to rely on your aim, crosshair placement, if you can coordinate with each other, as opposed to a team like Aftermath, who, you know, they are coordinated, but they also tend to go really fast, and some of them go for that lone wolf type of strategy instead. Oh, and in fact, we actually have a DC really early on.
Oh
But
dear. Yeah.
this is something that FKA can use to their advantage, you know?
Yep, definitely. Already we see the shock weapon coming right up here. He's going to take the high ground, looking for some opportunities to get a few heavy snipes. It could be huge for their team, maybe getting 1 or 2 kills straight off the board. And already we see on the scoreboard, it's a 3-2. Like we've mentioned, like FKA really loves to take those fights, and this may be the round where they can steal a win off Aftermath.
And just
Yep.
looking at how um, FK actually are positioned, it's really tough because they're rushing in, trying to find as many as possible, and then going back in to pick up the shot rifle. But yeah, just a real quick explanation. If there is a disconnect, if you're unable to reconnect, that's just what it is. Because we're gonna go on a rolling schedule, we can't really remake these games. So it is what it is. But looking at the score, actually, I mean, Ian, what's going on? Because
Yeah,
Aftermath,
they
they're
they
doing
are
pretty well.
actually doing really well with 3 members. Okay, they have their fourth member rejoining the match at the moment. Looking at the scoreboard, we have Axis leading the charge with 4 kills on the board, but Perry is very close behind. Meanwhile, on FKA, everyone's rather balanced except for aim assist. He has 3 kills, but the rest of his teammate have a lot to do to catch up, and they have to pull their weight up. They were leading at the start, but now with the 4th member in the team, oh man, they're just trading it off with the battle rifle. No chance given whatsoever.
Absolutely zero, and that's the problem. I mean, look at how FKA are playing compared to Aftermath. It's not really even about aim all that much. The way that Aftermath plays, they know the map so well, they are able to land their shots, instantly stripping the shields, getting the headshot, and all of a sudden it's back to a 1v1 where he comes back in for the double. This is so tough for FKA. They need a lot more coordination and tactics if they want to get a leg up on Aftermath.
Yeah, and speaking of that triple kill there, that was a really, really disgusting play by Perry. Very impressive shield breaks by him, and then he just takes the 3 headshots, instantly killing 3 players of the team. Now they're again, look at their positioning. Once again, Aftermath sticking really close together. 4 of them just in the same vicinity. Meanwhile,
Wow.
FK pushing in one by one, getting taken out, and look at the bait on that. Garmonic manages to trade it out physics, but lucky for him, Perry just sitting in the back takes a kill and a revenge kill on them. So, no loss there for Aftermath, no quarter given. They're just holding out in a particular corner of the map, letting them stream in one by one.
And there's just so much support. I mean, even with 3 players, look at how they're holding this down. You got Physics, who's kind of roaming a little bit. Axis just playing that sniper's nest spot with a shock rifle as well. And this gives a lot of support to his teammates. One shot from that thing, and it does a good deal of damage to your shields because that's what shock weapons do. And it's just so much teamwork and coordination and making use of these different spots on the map that really gives Aftermath the advantage. Right now, FKA, though, they're going on the aggressive, trying to run out, trying to find some of these duels, but unfortunately, they just drop dead.
Yep, and Dom, this is like the 4th time I've seen him go up alone against 3 people. He's just trying to push in, force a kill, and now it looks like FKA seems like they are trying to like gather up and group up and regroup and go up against Aftermath, but Aftermath is just not giving them space to even push up on them. Tower Bleeder manages to get a kill on Axis, but once again, Aftermath always trading it out after every single kill.
I think that was a disruptor kill. It looks pretty good, and that's kind of, again, this is why I don't think it's not an issue of aim. You can see that Towable Deer, he has the potential. He's landing a lot of these shots. Gamonic as well, but where is the team? Dom Jom coming in from the behind now, and that is the support that we're looking for. But
that was a sick melee to the back from Dom Jom, but this I don't know why he wasn't paying attention. I think it was Perry just moving straight across the map, just picked up to caught off. Meanwhile, with Axis now playing very offensive role, moving up into middle with his teammate here. He sees one tower moving, Tower Deer trying to cover the edge here, and he just goes in for the 1v1, manages to fetch it up, going for a second kill there. He sees 2 people. Will he be able to clutch it up against both of them? But no, he gets grenaded out of that little crate there. No cover left for him.
And that's the teamwork that FKAA needs. You see what happens when they actually go in together as a duo. They are actually able to outfrag one of these players. But now coming back into it, we do have the reconnect coming in from, I believe that's Perry on Aftermath side. So we're back to the full 4v4. There's only 5 frags remaining, and it is so difficult for FKA to come back from.
Yeah, and it does look like they still. And wow, what a stick on to Klaus there. That was an amazing kill. But anyways, Tower Bleed was coming from behind, so they would have been able to secure the kill over there. Meanwhile, we have Tower Bleeder still trying to trade it out, but he immediately gets flanked out by Axis, who outguns him, and he gets a double kill, finishing off the round with that sick 2v1 matchup.
I mean, at least this time it wasn't a spectacular, I think, 50 to 25. So, you know, they actually made it halfway. We do see signs of life from the FKA players, but, you know, this means it is 2-0. And Tolval Deer, despite his best efforts, you need the whole team to be playing together. Again, I don't think it's an issue of aim. These MKB
Yes,
players,
it's not.
they have the skills. They really do have the skills. Their aim is pretty good. But you need a lot more coordination. You need a lot more experience, and experience is exactly what Team Aftermath has.
Yep. And anyways, you know, speaking about aim, I think that's usually the flaw of a lot of keyboard and mouse players. You know, we always think that we can always out aim people, so we always go in guns blazing. You're like, oh no, we're gonna do that clutch match. We want to show our skills, and that's why we gotta flex it all on everyone. You know, I'm doing that 1v3, but in Halo, that's not gonna work, man. You see FKAA, I think it was Tom John going in 1-3 every single time and just getting flattened all over
And
the place.
sometimes it's like in the game, in the heat of battle itself, you don't really realize that you're walking into 3 players. You think you're seeing one guy and that you can like outduel him because of your aim, right? But then that's what Aftermath does. The way that they position themselves on the map, the way that they communicate, they really know each other so darn well that every single time one of them is under fire, it's either going to be a trade or we're either going to see like teammates there somewhere around the vicinity to support him.
Yeah, I mean, look at the baits, right? Like the moment the enemy comes in the door, there's one on the left and there's one on the right. They are going to get a trade. There's no
That
way
was
they're gonna
beautiful.
give out that kill. Yeah, that was beautiful,
Exactly.
beautiful play.
One of
Yeah.
those. It's really tough to actually go up against a setup like that. I mean, how do you honestly go into a single room where like there are 2 players on both sides? It's a complete 180-degree angle, both holding off angles. It's a crossfire setup. Let's just call it what it is, right? It's even with grenades. Like, okay, maybe you might be able to push someone out of position, but the fact that they have 2 people in there, it's just so much cover. So now that we're moving into CTF on Bazaar, I feel this is their last chance. I still want to believe in FKA though, but they really need to strategize, maybe even play defensively.
Yeah, and you know, playing defensively might buy them that opportunity to find that opening that they need to get that flag. But at the same time, you know, knowing Aftermath, you know, they have very aggressive players. They have a person like Axis who is able to like just stalk alone, distract an entire team, maybe take a 2v1 and thus, you know, eliminating half of the other team, giving them the opportunity to get the flags very easily. We already see a standoff onto Church side. Grenades flying out, they're trying to buy space for each other, and aim assist immediately goes down for the first kill. This is not a good sign for the team, but they do manage to trade it out there. Perry going down, Dom John also did. At the moment, there's...
rockets.
Oh, and yes, FKA just got one of the power weapons. He has the Mangler as well, so it does look like Garmonic is... Oh, and we have the tactical crouching
Okay.
once again.
Why? You're already behind by 2 maps. Come on, you have no time to do such things. Go in and play together with your squad. And unfortunately, like that is hubris. It's what gets you
Hubris.
killed. And now 2 players left on the blue side. This is a chance for Aftermath to push in.
Yep, they do get the respawn. Dom John still dead. 3 men trying to defend or maybe find some way to push the offensive on them, but it does look like Aftermath is already sprawling across the entire map. Look at them, they're already behind the enemy's lines. Aim assist, getting ganked by 2 people, just taken down, no chance even with the Needler. Not very strong weapon to be honest.
2 targets is just too many chances to miss because you need exactly 13 needles to actually secure a frag. But that is so unfortunate because right now, again, FKAA, they are getting out-dueled, and now 2 players remaining. Aftermath, they can actually push in if they want to, but I think they're just kind of playing it safe. In fact, they've actually gone for the flag, and we see Physic trying to reposition.
Yeah, I mean, look at how Aftermath is positioned. They are all over the enemy's lines. Like, you can't even be guaranteed that you are safe in your own base. You know, there's gonna be one guy lurking their corner, and you see, we already see a kill from Axis coming from behind. Gamonic thought he was safe. His back was being covered by his teammate, but no,
overshield.
Axis just comes straight in and says hello over there. And it does look like he's going straight for the flag once again, getting a 1 kill, a headshot, double kill, killing Frenzy on the enemy team. This is the opportunity that they're looking for. They're going straight for a flag. Axis trying to go and get the recovery on the field here. They see the flag moving across the base. Both teams trying to struggle to get the flag to the other base, but Dom John slowly throwing the flag in. They may get the first capture here. I'm not sure if Aftermath is just gonna let them do this.
What?
And it does look like they gave the first capture on over to FKA. What is going on here?
Oh, here comes the revenge play, though. I mean, okay, look, so far it's been kind of, let's just, I don't know, domination. Because if you take a look at the top left of your screen, I get 13-1-0. I'm just gonna say those 3 numbers and you'll figure it out on your own. It's Aftermath,
man.
and they're having a little bit of fun. Sure, FKA might have captured the flag, but at the same time, we constantly see players being downed on the other side. Aftermath, they still have 9 minutes to play with this, so let's just see what happens.
Yeah, and you know, I just wanna like quick mention about Axis. I mean, look at him go around the map, destroying the entire enemy team by himself. He's just a one-man army over here, the true Spartan in this tournament. He's just wiping people left and right and taking 2v1s. And normally we don't see 2v1s happening in the favor of the one. But look at Axis, he's just hiding behind corners. He's just taking defensive. He knows when to pick out, get the shot, and run back immediately.
Wow. He really does know. I mean, like, when his shields are low or when he senses danger, he backs out. But now he's going in together with his team, and really, they are collecting on frags on top of frags. Axis up to 18 now. Hasn't died a single time. This could set up for, I don't know, maybe a Kilimanjaro or something. At the same time, now they're actually going in towards the base. Still not going towards the flag. Running back in and out of double doors. I feel like I'm watching Spartan 2s versus Spartan 4s.
That's true.
Yeah.
That you know, maybe Axis is just trying to like do an achievement or something. I'm not even too sure what he's trying to achieve here. Power Bleeder, now FKA just regrouped on themselves. They're trying to go in as a big blob towards the enemy space, but you know, they're just getting cut and sliced up one by one. Again, Axis with the overshield. It's gonna be a bit hard to take down. Now going to get a flank on Gamonic. Gamonic doesn't know where he is. He has to reposition, get some information on the enemy team. They're trying to get the flag, but it's such a desperate situation. Perry, he peeks out into 2 people there. Not too hopeful to get a kill. He does have the Mangler. He just needs a well-placed headshot, break some shields, and he's going 1v1 against Perry here. Oh, but he gets backstabbed. And there goes Gamonic. There goes the offensive.
Rampage now. I mean, with the Bulldog Axis, he's controlling so much, has so many weapons, and just through presence alone, he's gonna get yet another one. It's down to the 21st kill, and at this point, we are 6 minutes 30 seconds remaining. Just look at the sheer positioning, right? He's not really straight up aim dueling his opponents. He's actually making use of the map and getting a couple more frags. That's a double kill again.
Yeah, but let's talk a bit about that. Look at his aim. Like, he's just tapping each on every one of his kills. You know, it's like he sees his teammate. His teammate doesn't get the finish, but he makes sure that they are finished off. Look at that! Look at the headshot, double headshot across the map. No, even with aim assist, dude, that's an amazing play by Axis here.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the thing. He just knows the map so darn well that even when he was faced against 2 players, instantly backs off and seemingly finds yet another one just right below church around that area. Swaps to the shotgun now, and he's looking for one more. That's 29. Already a nightmare. What's the next one?
Oh, and he immediately climbs up straight onto Gamonic and just destroys him. No, sorry, Tower Deer. Oh dear, literally. It caught like a deer in a street light or something like that. The headlights.
And they're still just like not really going for the flag. 30 kills without dropping a single death, and Axis is just, I don't know, he's unstoppable.
You know, I think at this point, I'm not sure if they got the memo, but this isn't Slayers anymore. Right? I'm not sure if they realized that the game mode changed. Oh, and it does look like they finally decide to get the flag. They're finished having their fun. Now they're just moving it across the street with no contest whatsoever. Look at Perry just walking through cleanly without taking much damage. Nobody was there to punish him because, you know, the rest of his teammates, they're just capturing the entire space across the big open area.
Well, it's really tough, but here comes aim assist, and he's able to find one more. His flag is still on the other side, but unfortunately his teammate's not really around to kind of assist in that fight. But back to another duel, and that's the second time actually.
No, second time.
Dropped. Wow.
Yeah, we've got David versus Goliath moment here. Aim assist, finally taking down the giant that is Axis. This is an impressive play here by him. And look at aim assist slowly chasing down Physics. Make sure that does a tactical crouch once again.
Why?
You know, it's so hard to get kills already. Make sure every kill counts, you know.
Kill confirmed, spam shit.
Yes, that's right. Meanwhile, Perry holding out the flag right on their base and just leaves it there, goes back out, hungry for more kills. Perry, I don't think Aftermath here cares about winning anymore. They're just going straight into the open fields. Just want to take the fight. Gamonic, Tower Deer, all of them are gathering up onto Church now. I think they're trying to find, but they're just being torn apart as they wait for their respawn, their team to respawn. They have to stop going into the enemy here. They have to regroup on their base, push S4 if they even want to stand a chance right now.
I'm honestly not entirely sure how to analyze this more because I'm seeing so many theatrics and acrobatic plays, even seeing the grapple hook maneuvers from Perry, as well as Gamonic from earlier on. It almost seems like they're just going to play and have fun rather than going for coordinated plays to capture the flag, which, you know, by all means, right? If it's fun and they're having a good time, why not? But, you know, let's keep it civil. I don't know if the players are taking the teabagging too kindly, but so far so good. All right.
I'm sure it's all in good faith. I mean, these folks they've played with each other before, so they're in the same Halo community anyways. They do scrims every weekly, some customs here and there. So I'm sure it's all in jest, you know. Anyway, the flag's taken once again by Aftermath. They still not capturing it, it seems. Yeah, it does seem like they may want to concede this match because it's like a 1-0 situation unless Physics decides to like slowly grab that flag back to his base and capture it at the end. We have 2 minutes left on the clock.
He's just gonna hide here. And if he doesn't move, FK does not have that alert on their screen to see where exactly their flag has gone. And on the other hand, Perry now picking up the overshield. This is yet another big boon to the Aftermath squad. Meanwhile, FKAA going around looking for frags, and at the same time trying to figure out where is our flag.
This?
And look at that, yeah.
Was that a bad mana by Perry?
A little bit. I mean, honestly, if you're an NKB player, he's not even moving. How do you whiff so many shots? That was weird.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. Okay, no, that was definitely all on aim assist there. He definitely was whiffing really badly on Perry.
Yeah.
Oh man. So good try by Team FKAA. They are getting dominated, but we're gonna only have to see 1 more minute of pain going towards them right now. Unfortunately, the flag still not being captured. It's just slowly crawling across the map. We may go into game 4 right now, and it's going to be interesting because game 4 is going to be oddball. And maybe, just maybe, because, you know, one member of the team's going to be down holding the ball. It's a 3v4 situation.
I don't want to
FKAA might be able to cinch out a win. Maybe.
Aftermath still has control of the flag. Look at where Physics is. He's still in vents, and in fact, he's actually trying to push it all the way back in now. He's getting under fire, and this is a chance for FKA to actually push in and maybe even return their flag and maybe capture yet another one. 30 seconds remaining, and Aftermath. Yeah, at this point, I don't think they can actually force a sudden death.
Yeah, I mean, look at FKA. FKA just walked past that flag.
They're
They
running it
can.
down.
They're getting it.
Where's
There's
FKA?
9
What
seconds
happened?
left. 9 seconds, 7 seconds left, 6
No, they're
seconds
going
left,
for
and
it.
they do get a cap. It is now, sudden
They
death.
killed-
We're going into overtime.
They killed
Oh,
physics earlier. No, it's yeah, overtime. But they killed physics earlier on, and they just ignored. They didn't return their own flag. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that was super weird. And you know, looking at the scoreboard, Axis with 47 kills and 7 deaths. Perry and Physics both with 20 plus kills, or spread across. I mean, all of them have more kills than anyone on FKA. You know. I mean, Axis alone probably has more kills than the entire FKA team.
And that right there is exactly what I'm talking about. It's positioning, because you push yourself into such a forward position that you have no escape route, and you're just pinned down and stuck in that corner where Physics knows exactly how to bounce those grenades, such that it either hits you or forces you out of position where he gets an easy headshot, gets a second kill right now, and they have full control over their opponent's spawn. This is what you don't want to have if you're playing CTF.
Yep, and not to mention that, like, I mean, looking at the power-ups such as Overshield, the rocket launchers, FKA has not contested any single one of the power weapons, you know. It's not just about getting the flags. The power weapons play such a crucial role in giving them space, you know. Getting 2 kills off with the rocket launcher could buy them the crucial time needed to get the flag.
It's something that they're trying to fight for, to say the least. And Gameotic here coming in to assist his teammate will be able to find yet another frag, but look at what they're doing, going back in just to tactically crouch on their opponent's corpses. I mean, it works out. You know, maybe sometimes you hurt their mental.
Yeah. The positioning, Gamonic going straight out into Bazaar here, but he's immediately surrounded from all directions. Perry on their base side. You know, nobody's covering him on the left, on the right, and on the forward position, so he's just gonna get gunned down in cold blood. Meanwhile, we already have Physics just coming in for the tactical crouch, and then he comes in for the backstab, but misses that melee! And Dom John managed to capitalize on that, punishes him for that kill, but unfortunately gets traded out by the rest of Aftermath.
And that's just another thing that shows in the difference of experience, because he could have hid or maybe even tried to run away when his shields were low, but unfortunately overpeaked, and now again Aftermath pretty much just all over the blue team's flag, blue team spawn even, which does mean that they will spawn on other sides of the map. But look at how Klaus is repositioning right now, going behind them.
Yeah, and look at that, first kill with his teammate there. You know, every time I see blue push into the map room, they just immediately get surrounded and backstabbed from all directions. They're just wrapping around there. Aftermath is just taking the positioning advantage over the rest of FKAA. They're trying to move forward, aim assist with the Needler. They really love the Needler. I mean, they were contesting for some of the weapons, but I think Needler is not one of those weapons you want to contest with. Meanwhile, aim assist going straight in for Perry, but not enough needles into his enemy there. Gets finished off by Physics. Now Physics coming in straight on the open field, trying to find more kills, and he tries to double team some, and they get a rocket launcher. Physics with a rocket launcher here, seeking out to get 2 kills immediately, hopefully. Straight away, already the rest of Aftermath, they're already on the flag room to just spawn killing them, it seems. They just surrounded the entire spawn area.
Because if you see what they're doing, it's a cycle, it's a loop. They gain control over the opponent's spawn. They spawn somewhere towards the middle area, and then we see Aftermath actually going up back towards the tower just to flank them, getting more frags. But unfortunately this time FKA, they started to get serious. They're going for the red team's flag instead, and this is where they might start to break that cycle and maybe even capture one of these flags. And with 1 minute left, I think Aftermath, they should start getting serious as well.
Yep, you know, they're playing for actual money here, so it might be good. And we see Tower Bleeder just come in from behind, takes out the competition right in front of him on double doors. Axis surrounded from 2 sides, getting 2v1, but his teammate Perry coming in, but Perry is now in a terrible position. He's now surrounded. He managed to clinch out aim assist, but can he? He's isolating the 1v1s against Tower Bleeder. Dom John not sure what he's gonna do. He can't make up his mind whether to go for the flag or get the kills.
Oh no.
Now
he's just crashing and...
but they do manage to finish it off. The flag is now in their territory, and it might be a loss for Aftermath here if they don't get serious. They just need to pick up the flag one more time.
Are they both agreeing not to like capture the flag with 20 seconds left? Like everyone is going for kills. This is
Yeah,
a
I'm
very
confused.
strange occurrence.
Yeah, I think they're just reverting back to Slayer, these guys. They're just having so much fun killing each other. Look at them. They're just 1v1ing now. Physics going in. Jamonic coming in with the Needler. Now he's gonna 1v1 against Physics once again. No, he just kills Perry Perry with the 13 needles. Another coming right up on him, but gets melee in the face. No shields. Caught behind there. No quarter given. No time to regenerate his shields.
Sudden death.
Sudden death. There we go.
Blue
Dom
flags.
John
Slowly.
wiped off the map. Most of the teams are dead.
Uh-oh.
And here we go. We got Klaus
Why is
walking
he...
in with the flag.
He's going back to...
He's,
Yeah.
what's he going? What's he doing? Oh my gosh. Yeah, they see the
Both sides are
overshield. I
killing
think
at
he's
this
gonna
point.
try and get it, and they get a round tie for this match. I think we're gonna be heading into a round 4 over here with Oddball on live fire.
I-
No.
I'm speechless. I really. So we came on this week. The previous qualifier was a bunch of us, and we've been playing Halo for a while. We're like trying to do like proper play-by-play and color analysis. This time around, we've got Eigen doing some of the hyper bits, and I'm here to try my best to analyze, and I cannot. I just cannot. I'm seeing a lot of tactical crouching. I'm seeing a lot of frags. I'm seeing a lot of people flying around with grappling hooks. Klaus, picking up the blue flag, but then like going back to the blue base. Tie at game 4, I guess. Oh,
Sudden there. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we're
so it's
going into
both.
another sudden death here. Maybe they go into an agreement that someone has to win this round. They will-
Oh my gosh.
I
I
I
mean,
mean maybe they're inventing their own game mode. You know, the Discord server that they're on, they love making custom game modes for each other. I mean the other day I was just playing this pancake mode with them. So maybe
oh,
they're just testing their game design skills right now during the tournament. You know, what's $100 for them? Screw this, I'm gonna make a whole new game mode on this
by all
tournament.
means. If it's fun, you're having fun, like go ahead and do it, and then we'll see what happens in that MKB tournament 2v2 as well, because that's I think going to be something that's interesting to
Mhm.
maybe participate or watch. But for this one, again, I just want to reiterate because I think this is something that can inspire confidence in the MKB players, because this game is really not entirely about aim. Yeah, maybe it's easier. Like we saw Perry just standing still and then like letting his controller do the work for him with the aim assist. All he's got to do is pull the trigger, and like it's a free kill relatively, sure. But at the same time, right? If he's standing still and you're not like able to, you're not running away, you're not like trying to actually, you're not landing shots on him. There's something wrong.
That's not that no that has nothing to do with Perry,
it's
man. That was
not about
all.
aim.
Yeah,
I
that
have
was
to
all
say,
Amos' fault.
it's not about aim. It's not all about aim is important, but it's not all about aim in Halo Infinite. Yeah, they have higher accuracy stats, perhaps, but when it comes down to it, the reason why Aftermath really wins out in a lot of these games is their experience, is their positioning and coordination, the way that they really approach a lot of these duels as a team. And until another team in Singapore or within our region figures out a way to learn from them, or maybe actually beat them, I don't think we'll see Aftermath disappear anytime soon.
Yeah. Anyways, like you mentioned, it's not really about aim, and looking at the positioning of Aftermath, they love to take the flanks. They love to surround their enemies. Immediately, we already see the contest on the rocket launcher and see the
It's too
entirety of
aggressive.
FKA just get wiped off the map instantaneously
It's
for some
just
reason.
it's a lack of coordination. You got one player alone rushing to get control over Spanker. Meanwhile, Aftermath sent 2 players there, and the rest of the team are just rushing off to other separate sides of the map. And right now, Klaus control over the flag. He's even walking it down, not actually like sprinting all the way or juggling it even. Now he's actually doing it, but he's doing it slowly. He's throwing down the gauntlet. Blue team, where are you? I'm right here. Come at me, bro.
Oh, and he sees his first target. He's going in for the kill on the flag. He mealees in twice, but he doesn't manage
Wow,
to
he got
connect
it.
on the third hit.
He did.
That
He
was
did.
so close. Oh, he did. He traded it out. He
He
traded it
actually
out.
traded it. But
Oh
okay.
man. It does look like he just want to style on his opponents. I got a flag. That's a power weapon in my hands.
The equivalent of a knife kill. Basically. But well, again, like you gotta take these things seriously. Dom Jom, he's got the flag, he's captured it, and that's
Oh.
actually because tie, sudden death, game over. FKAA takes map number 3. We go into oddball on live fire.
Yeah, Live Fire, excellent map. I love the way Live Fire is laid out. It's good. Has a lot of nice open areas for firefights. Has a lot of tight corners at the garage space. It's gonna be interesting to see how the teams are going to play around this map.
That was
Like,
the first time that I actually got a good look at the FKAA team logo. I don't know what FKA stands for. You can see where I'm going with this, Igan. I
okay,
feel like that's a crosshair, or like a circle drawn in MS Paint with a mouse. Thanks, Sid. Thanks a lot. This is what we're like. They tried the drawing the circle. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know if they use a line tool for the cross, but that's a pretty straight line. Right, right. Oh,
Oh, I see.
I don't know if we can say that word on air.
I mean, yeah, I think we can't say their full name out on air, but it's kind of interesting because okay, let's just say we're not saying the first part, but the AA stands for aim assist, so it is very apt that they are going up against Aftermath, and Aftermath probably punishing them real hard for their name there. Yeah, they're just like, how dare you?
I honestly, again, like, I know this is a whole controversial topic, but just to give my 2 cents, and I don't know if he really cares, but like, if you have 2 players, one average mouse and keyboard player against an average aim assist controller player, yeah, I think quite likely the controller player will win. But if you switch it up a bit and maybe the mouse and keyboard player is a little bit more experienced, I think mouse and keyboard would probably actually win. If you have an experienced mouse and keyboard guy and he swaps to a controller, it's not like he instantly gets better at the game. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
just about aim. Aim assist helps, yes, but it's not aimbot. You know,
Mhm.
a
Yeah,
little
I
bit
mean,
maybe, but not all that much.
I've tried it myself, honestly. Like, I'm true and true mouse keyboard player, but then I swapped to controller. It is definitely not as
It's still
easy as a
difficult.
lot of
Yeah,
people make it out to be. It takes a lot of practice. We're talking about using their thumbs here to just get that precise amount of movement. Just think
thumbs.
about that. Just think about that.
Exactly. That's one of my favorite quotes from Ratatouille. That's like this one chef. He goes like, "I kill the men with this thumb." That's aftermath. But honestly, okay, talking about that, right? Because yeah, it's a skill. Playing on a controller, I cannot do it. I'm a lot more comfortable on mouse and keyboard, and I frag a lot better on it as well. I will never honestly play an FPS on controller. Like, what's like maybe just to try it out, but I don't really see myself doing it a lot. But that's the thing. Aftermath, these are guys who grew up playing Halo. These are guys who have mastered playing FPS on the controller, and that is part of the reason why they're so good. And look at positioning as well. Oh my God, Eigen!
Yeah, look at physics. He's just coming in with the double kill on the grenade. Again, starting off the match with almost more than half of FKAA wiped off again. They're just not giving them any quarter whatsoever. Just punishing them for their name.
Honestly, the perfect grenade. Like, it's almost as if he knew, and he wasn't challenged by that stairs. He just went up, saw a big chunk of players, popped the grenade, and instantly 2 shields gone, 2 instant headshots, and now control over sniper. Parry is going back in for control over the op ball, but that's a pretty smart play by FKA as well. They've tossed it off the map, so that resets it towards the center of the tunnel.
Yeah, but all of them rushing in like that. We were talking about how FKA tend to really split up a lot, and now we see Perry with the sniper rifle. He's looking for a good shot, and he gets one shot on aim assist. Not enough to actually finish out. He needs that headshot. Now he's trying to look for a second opening, but it's still gonna be huge because if he breaks the shield, he gets another sniper off Dom John. It's now a 2v4 situation. The odd ball is in Klaus's hand. points are ticking down with 32-0 in favor of Aftermath. The sniper is playing a huge role. He's trying to go for no scope onto Dom John, but misses the connect, switches over to the battle rifle and finishes it off with the help of Klaus. Now, Klaus has to drop the oddball for that, but I don't think they are in any threat whatsoever. It's in a very safe zone behind their lines. He gets an snipe and gets a headshot straight off the shoot break. This Perry is going around destroying the lobby. 5 kills leading the kill board on his team.
You can even tell, like right now in this very moment, the reason why he routed back around was because Klaus was calling for assistance. He knew that there were like 2 or 3 players rushing him down, and he instantly asked for help. And because Perry was nearby, came in to help out. And now the rest of the team, the cavalry, has arrived. FKAA, on the other hand, just constantly swarming around, trying to find whatever frags they can. Gameonic getting caught out in position right now, and Exis spotting Towable Deer. He's going to rush that player down.
Yeah, I mean, look at the way they carve up the map here. They kill one, and FKA in shambles. They retreat. They break up. They get routed, and then Aftermath capitalizes on that. Comes in. Look at Axis just going around, hunting people one by one, just getting off on the stragglers as they spawn. Dom John caught out alone. Double kill from Axis. Well, this is a triple kill. He gets the triple kill. This is an impressive amount of play from Axis here as he just carves FKAA a new one, drops the shield, holds the open area, looking for another kill. Look at him. He sees weakness, he smells weakness, he goes straight in, aim assist going down there, 1v1 against Tower Deer. He retreats and Physics back to back him out and finish off the match. And round 1 going to Aftermath for this round of oddball.
That's the one thing, the one player that has kind of stood out today. Axis, I mean, 50 plus kills from the previous game mode, and now onto this one, he's getting on to 12. If you have one player that can exert so much pressure and create so much presence on the map alone, your oddball carrier, he basically gets the farm points for free. But right now, FKA actually taking the fight to them. We're seeing Gameonic looking for the frag. He gets the other one, even going for a little bit more just to buy time for his teammates to respawn. FKA, if they continue to play in a more coordinated style, they actually will be able to take one more round off this map.
Yep, and we see Klaus here, he manages to take out the heat wave, so it's going to be a huge power weapon on their end. They're just going to hold out in tower. It's a very defensible position. Klaus can hold the angle very slowly, play it very calmly as the enemy team slowly start to push him up. They try to climb up on him, but aim assist gets taken out by the heat wave. No escape from him. I'm not sure why he was trying to jump into the sewers. Maybe it was too hot for him. Oh dear.
So this is one of the things with Halo Infinite. It's like when you melee each other, sometimes the collision isn't really there, and you just kind of, because there's that lunge, you are kind of pushed forward. And I think aim assist just kind of lost track of where Klaus was, perhaps. At the same time, you're just seeing so many of these players. Look at how they're actually dropping. It's one by one, and we're almost always seeing at least 2 players down on FKA side. Meanwhile, Aftermath, they're not even sprinting all that much. A lot of times it's jumping, trying to spot, get information, and then they go in for the coordinated frag. Like Exis knows right here, and then you also see bursts of fire coming in from the other side of middle, I think around sandbags.
Yeah. They're just not able to regroup because, you know, with this staggered spawning, as long as Aftermath keeps up this cadence of slowly tearing them down one by one, right? Like FK can't recover from this unless they manage to get 1 or 2 kills off the bat and just restabilize themselves. But we always see them push up alone. Look at that. Tower Bleeder again going straight up against Perry. Managed to take the kill, takes a sniper rifle. Can he capitalize on this power weapon? But he's being chipped off from the tower by Klaus. Oh, he misses a shot. It doesn't connect. But Klaus drops the oddball. So he has to defend that position from the rest of the team. Now he's going up for a backstab on Physics. Physics senses him. He tries to chase him down with a grenade. Manages to finish it off. Very good kill from Tower Bleeder here.
And he's even looking for more, picks up the plasma grenades and spots out the players once again. He tries to go for that repulsor trick, but unfortunately it doesn't quite connect. But thankfully, this is the coordination that I'm talking about. Dom Jom and aim assist right behind him. They are able to take down one of the stronger fraggers from Aftermath, and that's Perry. And streaming back into it again, they are able to find a little bit more, but once more, Gameonic is alone in this position. His teammates need to be here to back him up if they want control over the oddball.
Oh, and that was a
Nice.
very nice repulsor
Where's
play
the
by
team?
Gamone. He made a comeback from that.
Where's
It was
the
a
team?
3v1 situation. He tried his best, but he wasn't backed up by the rest of his team. But he still manages to cinch out a nice trade-off. Meanwhile, we have the teams off. They're fighting off in tower, trying to seize control of the oddball. We still have 80 points to 0. FKAA must remember they need to pick up that oddball. They need to get the points in. This isn't Slayer. It's not about the kills. They need. I know Axis has a lot of kills on the field there, but there's no need to actually catch up with him. They just need to get it, but Tower Bleeder with the flank on the oddball here. He forces Klaus to drop. He gets a stick on him, but Klaus runs into him and they both die together. Oh, what a way to go. Oddball just left on the tower.
For both sides, but again, the focus is on the oddball. Now Payperry has control over it. 5 seconds left, and we don't see a single movement from FKAA. They're not actually rushing him down. They managed again to drop it at the last second. Dom John might be able to save his team, but does he realize that someone is right behind him? He's not even going for the oddball. They're keeping it capped at 99. This is weird.
I think this is where we start to see the fun games come in.
There's 2 minutes 30 seconds left.
Yeah, 2 minutes 30 seconds. So Axis once again moving up with the rest of his team. Physics. I noticed that the pairing is usually between Physics and Axis. They like to move together as a duo. Again, Axis 1v1ing. Very beautiful grenade on Gamonic. That's a pre-planned grenade, bounce and finishes him off with a melee, but he gets traded out by another grenade.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. These MKB players, they can frag out. They know how to win some of these duels sometimes, but what's lacking is a little bit of that positioning, a little bit of that teamwork and coordination. Like, you're not aware that Physics is right above you because someone is in front of you taking that attention away. And Dom John, once more, just running into the fray. He's running into 3 players. Again, oddball is just reset. No one's really going for it. FKA they have potential, but teamwork-wise.
Oh, look at that snipe on Physics.
Man, dude.
No scope from Physics right there. Oh man, FKA in shambles right now. But yeah, you know, talking about Dom John, yeah, this is not the first time we've seen him run into 3 people by himself. Like, in the previous few rounds, we've seen him do it repeatedly. He needs to stop going for that. Once again, he's like going up against 1v2, parry against Axis, Dom John 2v1 situation, and he gets taken down.
You know that there are 2 players in front. There's no way you can win that fight unless you isolate them somehow. But if you run up into 2 of them like that, that's not really isolating them. So it's really tough. And again, Klaus just camping on it.
Oh, he got the ball. He took the ball.
But Total Deer is here to duel out.
And he still wins the duel against Tower Deer. What is this? What's going on right here? Aim Assist does manage to finish it off, but none of them want to take the ball, it seems. Aim Assist grabs the ball, doesn't hold on to it. It's not gaining some... Okay, finally, they're gaining some... He tosses it into the sewer. What? He shoves it back into the sewer.
Like, mouse and keyboard can outfrag controller players, but at the end of the day, like 99 points Aftermath, they just had such a strong lead that this is the aftermath of the entire match. It's 4-1.
I see what you did there. Anyways, congratulations to Aftermath for winning a 3-0 victory over FKAA. It was a good and valiant effort by the keyboard and mouse players, but you know, aim isn't everything here. You know, they definitely, we could see a lot of cracks in their teamwork, and that's something they need to work on if they want to even stand a chance. I think some of the biggest problems were that they weren't even vying for the power weapons, and they were just pushing in alone.
Yeah, so some of these things are just unfolding in front of our eyes, but honestly, I think this is an opportunity for the community to kind of band together. The game itself,
Okay,
there are a lot. Okay, sure. I'm just gonna keep talking. Alright. Yeah. Again, I don't think the issue is just content alone. Like, yes, there needs to be more content pushed out. Season two actually is a pretty nice way to do it. But at the same time, I think it's some of the more fundamental issues, like just maybe even server selection for once. Like, come on, it's very annoying for Asian players to constantly get matched into Aussie servers or like even American servers, like playing on 200 ping. Like that's just really tough, even for a controller player, I think. Um, but if you watch these games, right, like both sides can actually benefit from each other because mouse and keyboard, they have the potential to frag. What they need a little bit more of is like more of that teamwork and coordination. So I honestly don't think mouse and keyboard players should just like chalk everything up to aim assist and the fact that oh it's like controller it's we don't really have a chance of beating them. I think they do. We see them fragging out against them, like winning several of these duels. It's just that they're not really doing it as a team. So maybe if they can analyze this match a little bit, or maybe play with some of the controller players a little bit more and learn from them. If we see more mouse and keyboard signups for LCL, honestly, we might actually see mouse and keyboard teams like start to reach that top 3 spot, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to like call out some plays there. Like for example, aim assist, he did manage to cinch
Yes.
out a nice 2v1 in some of the situations there. Not to mention Gamora as well. Like
He
they
has
did really good
plasma
job.
sticks, like yeah, right? It's honestly pretty damn good.
Yeah, it was really close. It's not although Axis was like stomping, but if you look at the way Axis was playing, it wasn't that he was doing the full amount
Very
of
chill.
damage on any of his kills. It was just it was finishing off his
Exactly.
teammates kills, right? Like they break the shield and then he just headshots them. He has
Yes.
enough bullets to do that. Yeah.
That's the
So
teamwork from Aftermath, and they've been doing it for years. So they're like just very experienced and very well coordinated. They have that synergy with each other because I think they're like longtime friends as well. But
yeah.
yeah, I guess that's what we have. FKAA, like, do not despair. Honestly, I think they're a great team. I would love to see them in the NKV tournament, but also hope to see them back in LCL. And if they can strategize a little bit more, I do feel like they can actually beat Aftermath and take more maps away. And not just CTF when Aftermath are like not capturing the flag.
Yeah, honestly, the Slayer ones was I felt the Slayer ones they definitely stood a chance there. Like
Mm,
you saw at the end there, they started to band up and they started to get a lot of kills racking
yes,
up. All right, like no problem. They just need to work together. They just need. It's about
for
the
sure.
bullet counts, right? It's about the
Mm.
bullet counts at the end of the
Positioning
day.
and everything too. Like actually watching Axis, he doesn't sprint all that much. Only when he really needs to cover like long distances. But otherwise, if he knows there is a bit of enemy presence in an area, he's just casually like walking, maybe strafing a little bit because he's in that way he's always ready to shoot.
Yeah.
Me when we look at someone like I'm very sorry, but Dom. He's sprinting so much, and sometimes he just puts himself in the worst position. So that's something to learn from. Honestly, I think a lot of these players they have the potential to reach Onyx and above. So I really hope they don't quit the game. But here it is again, LCL. Like we do need that support. Eigen, why don't you take
Yeah.
this away?
Yep. Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning into this nice show match that we've had here. So once again, thanks for tuning into Lion City League. Do feel free to support us, like, share, and comment on our Facebook page as well as our Twitch page. All LCL competitors, do remember it's not just about cash money. We also have a raffle that is actually going
Yeah.
on. You know, you have a chance to win a Prism Plus gaming monitor, and you know, with Prism Plus gaming monitors, most of them are 144 hertz. You know, that's gonna be a huge difference when it comes to playing FPSs. Regardless of whether you use control or keyboard or mouse, that is gonna be huge.
Your
Yeah.
eyes will thank you.
Yes, your eyes will definitely thank you. So you know, this is definitely your chance to win one just for free, just by
I think
joining. You don't even have to win the actual tournament.
your eyes will thank you, but your wallet will hate you. Which is why it's such a good thing to participate in LCL because you can win one for free. Like, come on! Once I made the switch to 144 hertz, I cannot do 60 hertz anymore.
Yeah,
Like, I really
there is
can't.
no going back.
My
There is
wallet hates me. I have to like help out and like cast some of these games, so I cannot participate, so I don't really stand a chance to win. I really wish I could, because free Prism Plus monitor, like, why not? Sid, can I like swat? Can I get
No,
like free
I was
reps?
saying like today's match actually we should have just formed a casters team. Got
Right.
in. We'll just cast our own match while playing the game.
While playing. Oh no.
All right. Yeah. Anyways, thanks once again for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this match. Once again, I am Igan and my co-caster here, Cantrell. We really enjoyed casting this match. It was really fun to watch both teams really dish out the pain on one another, as well as the tactical crouching going on all over the place. That was excellent play from both sides. You know,
It's a Halo
kudos to
effect.
everyone for joining Lion City League. Yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. And we will see you at the finals, the championship, and the third qualifiers that will be held later this month. All right, see ya, folks, and goodbye.